life can change in a single breath. But before that breath, my life was just like yours if you grew up back then. I was a regular, happy kid, thin, fair looking, and completely carefree. My biggest worries were whether I'd get enough pocket money for those orange rice sticks, or the local bakery joy shop, if you're a part of DAV, would have the small crispy samosas after school. Do you also remember the craze of saving up money just to run to that local play center, waiting in line just to get one out of the PS2? Yeah, man, that was my world. Pure, unadulterated middle class nostalgia. Good at studies, surrounded by friends, everything was perfect. And then, out of nowhere, 2004 happened. I got a severe, life threatening asthma attack. The doctor was blunt. My lungs were closing up, and if I didn't get immediate heavy emergency shots and life saving medications, I might die. But those treatments saved my life. But these heavy medications triggered a slow, brutal chain reaction in my system. My body didn't change overnight. Instead, over the next 2 to 3 years, I had to watch myself gradually transform. Day by day, month by month, I watched that thin, fair boy fade away, replaced by an overweight kid with dark neck. It got to a point where even my own relatives stopped talking to me normally. When they looked at me, it felt like they were looking at an alien, like I was some strange creature that didn't belong in the family anymore. And as my appearance slowly shifted, the world around me shifted too. The mocking in my school crawled in, getting louder and meaner every year. The real tragedy wasn't just the physical change, yaar. It was that over those 3 years, I completely lost my self esteem. My dad thought I was just getting weak in my studies, so he decided to put me in a hostel. Now, look, I know ये सुनने में थोड़ा हेवी या फिल्मी लग रहा होगा, और आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे अबे यार ये तो पहले ही एपिसोड में अपनी ट्रैजिक बैक स्टोरी लेके बैठ गया. But jokes apart, let me be serious. Don't skip or swipe away just yet, guys. इस पूरी क्रेजी जर्नी के पीछे एक बहुत बड़ा कमबैक होगा. जस्ट अगर आज ये थोड़ा सा अंधेरा झेल लोगे ना, तो प्रॉमिस से आगे मज़ा आने वाला है. तो स्टिक अराउंड, क्योंकि यहाँ रोना धोना नहीं, रियल लाइफ नेविगेशन शुरू होने वाली है. So, coming back, like every other student back then, I watched Tare Zameen Par. I genuinely felt, yes, I will find my Amir Khan and he will reshape my life. पर एक सच बताओ क्या यार, घंटा ऐसा कुछ हुआ. No hero showed up. Instead, I faced severe ragging, brutal bullying, and total isolation. It was a terror of 4 years. Let me give you a small peep into my hostel life. See, I was caught in a weird spot. My native place is North Indian, but I was born and raised right here in Chennai. In that hostel, there was this intense North South groupism. So one day, I got into an argument with a big ass bully man leading the South Indian group, a guy who hailed from Tinalveli. And me, I was physically weak, low on confidence, and out of nowhere, damn, he slapped me and kicked me hard on my groins in front of everyone. अब जिंदगी का खेल देखो. In a hostel dorm of 50 guys, there was just 10 landlines where parents could call between 9 to 10 p.m. And what are the odds that day my mom called and it got through? The phone rang. They called out my name. I walked up and picked up the receiver. But the moment I heard my mom's voice across the line asking me, क्या कर रहा है बेटा? खाना खाया? I completely broke inside. The tears just rushed down, but I couldn't let her hear me cry. I couldn't tell her the truth. I couldn't tell her that her boy, unka beta, was changing, that he was a weak and that he was getting beaten up. I choked up, put my hand over the mouthpiece, handed the receiver to my friend, and whispered, यार बोल दे मैं सो गया हूँ. That was the daily reality, man. You were always on the edge. To top it all off, Even the teachers became partial just because I wasn't good looking and my grades had dropped. But girls avoided me, man, because of course उनको शाहरुख खान नहीं मिला था ना उस वक्त. And that hostel terror got me so dark that there was a point where I even tried to commit suicide. But by God's luck, man, I survived. I made it out of that darkness. Went to college, got my marketing degree, spent 11 years grinding in a retail store, learning how to read people and handle every kind of personality. Cut to today, present. My dad suddenly called it quits on the business which has been running for the past 45 years. And I'm sitting in this tiny, quiet office, jobless, wondering what to do next. For years, I kept this entire story locked deep inside my heart. Only my wife knew the full truth. But sitting here in this silence, it hit me. I spent my whole childhood waiting for a hero who never showed up. But it took me all these years to realize that the hero I was waiting was me. If I can survive that trauma, that bullying, I can survive this career transition. I love to talk, I have strong opinions, and it's finally time to let that boy from 2004 speak. This is the Human Compass. My name is Karan. Welcome to episode 1.